Hello there. Today we are going to discuss questions involving 2D and 3D shapes. Now I know that you have been working on Pythagoras theorem since last week and part of this week as well. So just a quick recap on Pythagoras theorem. What does it say? It says that if you have a right angle triangle like this one, where C is the hypotenuse, the longest side of the triangle, then you have C squared equals to A squared plus B squared. Okay, so you have tried these questions before, and I would like you to have a go at them very quickly. You might have to pause the video, and when you're ready, come back to it, and then we'll discuss some more questions. Okay, so here I hope that you have got some answers for me. What you would have done here is that you would have said that because this is the hypotenuse, so you would have taken the other two sides, squared them. I would use a calculator here. So 6 squared plus 15 squared, or the other way around, 15 squared plus 6 squared. And that would have given you 36 plus 225, and so you would have got the answer for this is 261. But because you're working at EG, you'll have to square root 261, which would have given you 16.1. Okay, approximately. Actually, you might have got 16.1 exactly, but anyway. So here, again, calculating the length of the side BC. For this, if I think about it, this is my C. This is my, let's say, B, and this is A. And I know that A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. So this time, because I'm working out A, I'll be then thinking about what A squared will be equal to. So A squared actually will be equal to C squared minus B squared. Remember, we are working out the shorter side. That means that we have to take away the longer side, the shorter side square from the longer side square. Longer side is C. Okay. So you would have written here, let's extend this a bit. So you would have written here BC squared equals to A squared, which will be equal to 9.2 squared minus 7.8 squared. Actually, I've got these answers for you. So let's have a look whether you got this answer for me or not. Okay, so you have got this, and the answer here would have been 4.9 approximately. Okay. Now, let's have a look at something like an exam question where it involves a triangle, but here ultimately you have to find the perimeter of the triangle. I hope you will be able to do this question without any help. Have a good go at it, and if you are stuck, then obviously then you can come back to the video and watch the next part of it. Okay, so that will explain you how to do this question. Pause the video now. Okay, so I'm hoping you had a good go at this one as well. What you have here in part A is to calculate the length of missing side QR. So if it is a right angle triangle again, and this is your hypotenuse, so this is actually your C. Okay, we can take this as A, and we can take this as B. And therefore, you would have got C squared equals to B squared plus, so here you would have got QR squared equals to 5.9 squared plus 6.7 squared. That would have given you 79.7. If you use the calculator, you would have got that. And therefore, QR would be square root of 79.7, which is equal to 8.9 approximately. Okay. In order to work out the perimeter, what you would have done is you would have added all the sides. So if C is 8.9, yeah, so 8.9 plus 6.7 plus 5.9, and that would have given you 21.5 approximately, because this was an approximate answer. So when you add 8.9 approximately, the perimeter will be 21.5 centimeters. Okay. Now, the next question, this involves area. Remember what area is equal to. Area, just reminding you very quickly, area of a triangle, you might have to remember this formula for the exams. So area of a triangle actually is equal to base times height divided by 2. Remember that? Sorry about that. So base times height divided by 2. Okay. And here, really, you are not given the base. You are given the height. This is the height of the triangle. So you're given the height, but you're not given the base. Okay. So in order to work out the base, again, you can use the Pythagoras theorem. So anytime you're given a right angle triangle, you're thinking about Pythagoras theorem. You think if one of the sides is not given, then I can use Pythagoras theorem by using the other two sides. So here, because C is given to me, so I'll be thinking about how to work this out. So I would like you to have a go at this and maybe at this as well. Before you go, just to let you know that in an isosceles triangle, these two sides are equal. These two sides are equal, yeah? So what happens is that if I draw a line, a perpendicular from this vertex or this corner to the line, if it is a perpendicular, that will make a right angle triangle. And you can actually see that A to this point, which I can call it as D, sorry, so I can call this as D. So ADC actually is a right angle triangle. Now the question is, if this, all of this is 8 centimeters, how much will be this equal to? Yeah, you guessed it right. This will be 4 because this line, perpendicular, actually bisects or divides this line into 2 equal parts. So this will be 4. I think I've given you enough information here. They're asking you to work out the perpendicular height A in ABC. So this is a perpendicular height. You need to work this out. So you have got this right angle triangle ACD. How would you work this out? Can you use Pythagoras theorem here? Okay. Have a go at these questions and then come back to it when you finish. Okay. So just looking at question number 2, what you would have got is to, because you were given the height and you needed to work out the base, you use Pythagoras theorem again to work out the base. So what you say is, you say that base, which is xz, and that will be equal to 4.9 squared minus 3.7 squared. Okay, and that would have given you, sorry, this is squared, so I actually am working out base squared, isn't it? So that would have given you 24.01 minus 13.69, because 4.9 squared is 24.01 and 3.7 squared is 13.69. So that would have given you 10.32. And in order to work out xz, you would have got square root of 10.32 which is 3.21. Okay. Now, in order to work out the area, what you would have done is you would have said that area equals to 3.21 times by the height, and height is given as this height is 3.7. Sorry about that. So this is 3.7, and then you divide by 2. What you use a calculator to get the answer, and the answer will be 5.94 centimeters squared. Okay. Similarly, here in this question, what you need to do was that you knew that ADC or ACD is a right angle triangle, so you just use half of this big rectangle, big triangle, because you are working on the shorter side, so you would have said, let's say that this is x. Okay, so you'd have written x squared plus 4 squared, and that is equal to 10 squared. Okay, and that would have given you x squared equals to 10 squared minus 4 squared, which is equal to 84. And therefore, in order to work out x, you would have done x square root of 84, which is 9.17. And because they have asked you to answer the question in 3 significant figures, so this is the 3 significant figures, okay? So you round it off to three numbers, 1, 2, 3, okay, 3 significant. I hope you got that. Okay, now let's have a look at the next couple of questions. Very quickly, I'll give you some idea about how to do them, and then I will leave you to it, okay? And then you can check your answers. I'll give you some idea how to do this. So let's have a look at this. So angle PQS is 90 degrees. We know that angle PQS is 90 degrees. Angle RQS, which is this angle RQS, so this angle they're talking about, okay? They both are 90 degrees. That means that the 2 small triangles that we can see, they are right angle triangles. They have also given us the sides, PS as 5.3 centimeters, PQ as 3.8 centimeters, and QR as 6.2 centimeters. And they have asked us to calculate RS. So, can you think about how to work it out? Now, if I have this right angle triangle, as I was discussing this before, you need to have 2 sides to work on the 3rd side. And because this side is not given to me, I can't work this out using Pythagoras theorem. But hang on a minute. I've got another small triangle here. And in this right angle triangle, I have 2 sides given. So using these 2 sides, I can work this side out. Once I know this side, I can then use this side and this side to work this side out. Okay? Try this question for me. It will be similar situation here. Okay? I'll leave you to it. And when you finish, come back to the question, come back to the video, I mean, and we'll discuss it further. Okay? Pause the video now. Okay, I hope that you have got the answers here. So for question number 4, you would have used this triangle first, okay? And you would have said that SQ squared is equal to 5.3 squared minus 3.8 squared. This was because I'm given the hypotenuse, I'm working on the shorter side, so I'll be subtracting this squared and this squared. So I'll be taking away 3.8 squared from 5.3 squared, okay? The answer will be this. And in order to work out x, once you know this side, which is 3.69, okay? So this is 3.69. Now I can use this side and this side to work out this side. But remember, do not round off too quickly, because otherwise you will get an error margin, error in your answer, okay? So try to use this big figure. You're using calculator, so it won't really matter, okay? All right, best of luck. Try the rest of the questions. There's an extension as well to it. And mark your answers, upload your answers, and enjoy. Bye for now.